pause the video, copy that down. Alright, so let's take a look at an example now that you copied that down. 11 cube root 2 minus 4 cube root of 128. Okay. Alright, it's very important to note that you can only combine like radicals. That means they have the same index, that's the number of cards that make a book, and the same radicat, that means the number inside. So you see how these are different, so you can't combine. But if you simplify them, you can make them exactly the same. So you can break down 2. Let's break down 128. So divide by 2, that's going to be 64. Cut that in half again, that's going to be 32. Cut that in half again, that's going to be 6. That breaks down to 4 and 4, which breaks down to 2, 2, 2, 2. And there are many ways you can get to that exact same answer, as long as you keep breaking it down until you can't break it down anymore. Alright, so let's go ahead and put this in our books. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 2s. Alright, 7 2s. And we're going to take books. We're making books of what? Books of 3. There's nothing else coming out on the first part, so just on this other one, books of 3. So every 3 we're going to take it out. Every 3 we're going to take it out. What does that leave? It leaves a 2 inside. So now you see that they have the exact same radicals. I'm going to simplify that. That's going to be 4 times 4 is 16. Alright, you see that the index is the same, so it has a 3 outside, and the radicand is the same with the 2 inside. Now that the same, we can add or subtract them. This is subtraction. So it's like combining variables. Just add or subtract the numbers and keep the radicals. So looking at the number, Trojans meets Tigers, so Tigers win by 5. And then you keep the radical the same, basically. And that's it. So it's just like when you're adding variables, only the radical is like your x. Alright, so let's take a look at another example. So let's say we have -9 square root of 108 plus 5 square root of 147 minus 6 square root of 12. Again, you can't combine until they're the same. So let's break it down so we can see if that's going to help. So simplify. So 108 broken down, let me cut it in half, so that's 54. Cut that in half, that's 27, which breaks down 3 times 9, and then 9 breaks down 3 times 3. Alright, so 147, 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 7 is 12, so 3 goes into it. So let's divide and find out how many times. It's going to be 4 times 12, 2 brings to 7, that's 9. So 49 times. And then 49 is 7 times 7. Alright, break 12 down, 3 and 4, and then 2 and 2. Perfect. Now let's just go ahead and put them all in there. When I rewrite them, I like to rewrite them in order. So that's -9, and then 108 breaks down to 2 2s and 3 3s, and then plus 5 radical, and then 3 and 2 7s, minus 6 radical, 2 2s and a 3. Alright, now we're taking books. Because it's a square root, it's books of 2. So books of 2 outside, so -9 times 2, a 3 outside, and a 3 left inside, plus 5, a book of 7, and 3 is left inside, minus a book of 2s, minus 6, a book of 2, and 3 is left inside. Alright, -9 times 2 is 18, times 3 is -54, 5 times 7 is 35, 6 times 2 is 12. Now do you see that the radical is exactly the same? This is a listening check. Put 5x where it says 2x plus 3x equals. Put 5x. So now you just go combine like variables, so the x is the radical. So -54, let's combine like terms. Negative and negative, more Tigers. That's going to be -66 radical 3 plus 35. And then Tigers meets Trojans. Tigers win by 31. And again, the radical